Good afternoon. We'll just give folks a moment to come in from the waiting room and connect to audio. As a reminder, when you are entering from the waiting room, please remain on mute unless or until you are appearing or testifying before the entertainment division. Good afternoon. This is an administrative hearing before the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing. Today is Thursday, December 8th, 2022. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to certain temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. This hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. We are joined today by the Executive Director of the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing, Kathleen Joyce, and Director of Operations, Rebecca Fu. I will read each item on today's agenda into the record in the order that they appear. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You will then make a brief presentation regarding your proposal, followed by questions by the division and testimony beginning with elected officials or their representatives. Please limit your testimony to 2 minutes, and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. We'll call the first item on this afternoon's agenda. The applicant is Sophia's Food Enterprise Corp., doing business as La Gran Manzana Bar and Restaurant, located at 22 Central Square in East Boston. The application is to maintain and operate the live entertainment categories consisting of karaoke, dancing by patrons, disc jockey, floor show, and instrumental vocal music until 2 a.m. 7 days a week, added to the existing non-live entertainment license. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
Good afternoon. My name is Mirna Orellana, and is present Mr. Johnny Hernandez. You want to say him with my name on the screen? I forgot to change it. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mirna Orellana, and I work in the operational management area of the company Sophia's Food Enterprise Corp., doing business as La Gran Manzana Bar Restaurant. Mr. Robert Johnny Hernandez is present in this meeting, but his English is limited. For that reason, I want to present his request to this board, and I also want to thank you for the opportunity to include us in this hearing. We request an amendment to our current annual entertainment license for La Gran Manzana Bar and Restaurant. The restaurant has been operating since 2014 and it's been open for 7 days a week from 12 p.m. to 1:40 a.m. In 2017, the business applied and was granted an annual live entertainment license to operate from 9 p.m. to 1:30 p.m., having DJs, live music, karaoke, and dancing activities. La Gran Manzana was approved only for the days Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. However, since La Gran Manzana operates 7 days a week, Mr. Hernandez, the owner, has been applying weekly for a one-time entertainment license for the days not included in the current annual entertainment license, which are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Every week, we have to submit a request to the District A7 captain in duties between 2 weeks in advance, and most of the times we've been granted the one-time entertainment license without any restrictions. We pay the license fee to the City of Boston and obtain a permit weekly throughout the year. And we have been doing this process for the last 5 years. Lately, due to a busy schedule, the chief captain's signature on the one entertainment license has been more difficult to get and meet the required deadlines to apply for the permit. So every time that the Captain Burns signs our application for the one-time entertainment license, he includes a footnote urging us to apply for an annual license that includes these 3 additional days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because he is occasionally too busy with all the responsibilities to sign the application on time. Since we are operating since 2014 with this combination of days with the entertainment license and the other 3 days with the temporary 1-day entertainment license. We started the process of amending this license with the East Boston Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Our establishment currently employs 18 people weekly, which 3 employees are part of the security team to help us manage our capacity of 78 patrons. We have a crowd counter to ensure we are within capacity every day. And every week, we have to be with the stress of not knowing if we're going to get the permits for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And that limits us to be able to organize our work schedule for the employees we need in advance. Having 7 days approved in the annual license, will allow us to organize better with the staff we hire and as well as a better schedule to operate the business. We are a Salvadorian minority business, and it's in our best interest to maintain the presence and operation of La Gran Manzana in an orderly manner and follow the guidelines of our local authorities. The La Gran Manzana is located in a corner of commercial area in Central Square. However, we have a plan in action to mitigate the sound of music during the special live events, which are generally on Saturday. The rest of the days we operate during the week. We have a music at moderate volume, and the DJ has specific guidelines to moderate the sounds that our neighbors are not disturbed with the operation of our business. We have renovated the facility to provide a better, cleaner, safer environment to our guests. We do not offer patio services nor have a patio permit. Therefore, our request for entertainment is indoors only. Nevertheless, it's still in our best interest to be an integral part of the community, to offer a local job, and at the same time to remain open in East Boston, the neighborhood where Mr. Hernandez has resided for the last 35 years, and which is very proud to be part of it. East Boston is a diverse neighborhood. We want to keep offering a contemporary Latin atmosphere to our local clients, especially for neighbors who don't want to drive to downtown Boston to enjoy a safe local entertainment night out. I leave my presentation here to answer any question that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Oriana. Executive Director Joyce, do you have any questions? Oh, you're on mute right now.
Oh, is
Thanks,
it me?
Danny. I do have a couple questions.
Sorry. Oh,
Thanks. I do have a couple questions and a comment. Thank you for your presentation. So just to clarify, you're just adding 3 days to your current annual entertainment license. That's correct?
That's correct, Ms. Jones.
Okay. And can you describe for me today how the meeting with the Office of Neighborhood Services went?
Well, we started with the process of providing a notice to our neighborhood around the area. We did, I believe, 78 notices to each of the different neighborhoods with the assistance of Natalia at the East Boston Neighborhood Office. And then we had the community meeting. We had probably an attendance of 7 to 9 people in attendance. After that, we followed the next process, which was to do the notification for these bureau meetings. We published a legal notice in Boston Herald. We also mail certified notices to 250 property owners who may have an interest on our request.
Can you tell me about the actual meeting? Was there any opposition? Was there support?
There was support. There was non-opposition at all.
Okay. And could you tell me a little bit about the licensed premise and what measures you've taken for soundproofing?
We have now, actually after the remodeling, we have presented a modification to the floor plan to the Inspectional Service Department. We're waiting for the confirmation. Right now, we have a temporary inspectional permit, which shows our distribution on the floor and subgrouping areas as well.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any questions at this time. I'm going to ask Rebecca Fu, do you have any questions you'd like clarified?
Sorry, yeah, can we just go back to the soundproofing? Has anything ever been installed in La Gran for just noise mitigation?
Rebecca, we have we monitor the volume level. We don't have any actually soundproofing system built into the facilities, but we do have our meeting to make sure we can take control. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I don't believe I have any other questions.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Office of Neighborhood Services. Since this is an amendment to an existing license, ONS hosted a abutters meeting for this amendment on October 25th, as the applicant mentioned. We had about 6 abutters on the call, all speaking in favor of this request. Our office did also receive 1 letter of opposition from an abutter as well. I believe we forwarded that to the board. At this time, our office would like to defer to the judgment of the board.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
Myself, good afternoon. My name is Antonio Arevalo. Also, I'm a resident and neighbor of La Gran Manzana for 11 years. I attended there prior to the remodeling, And just for the record also, I'm the assistant director, formerly up to a year and a half ago before the pandemic for East Boston Main Streets. Prior to the business being there, it used to be Oliveira's Brazilian Steakhouse. So Mr. Hernandez and the staff has done a great job, not only with the cosmetic look of the place inside, but I've been to a few events to see the crowd. I'm also very involved with sometimes either the A7 department or with some of the detectives with the happenings that are going on in the community with public safety and the quality of life. So Mr. Hernandez and La Gran Manzana does have my full support. I'm sorry.
No, that was just someone who was not on mute.
Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean, as a resident, and like I said, I deal with a lot of the businesses in the last 11 years, from restaurants and bars, the ones that have been closed, the ones where there's been a lot of troublesome habitual offenders. And I've been very impressed all the time with the administration, the management, and the security of the La Gran Manzana administration. I go there about every other week, late hours around 12 to 2. And I love that the police usually park in the front, and by 2:10, most of the tenants are even out of the area, gone home.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Great. Seeing none, the division will take this under advisement, and the executive director will issue a written decision. Now calling the next item on this afternoon's agenda. The applicant is Santa's Food Corp.
Hello, sir, excuse me, sir, but who's the one on opposition? You didn't ask anybody that have any opposition
Nor did I
against.
ask if there's anybody else who would like to testify on this matter.
I do, but I thought it was in favor.
No, any testimony.
Okay, so can I speak now, please?
Yes, if you
Thank
could please identify yourself and then.
Yes, my name is Maria Capogreco.
Thank
I
you.
received 3 notices from the restaurant. I live in 182 Orient Ave, but I'm a landlord at 182 London Street, 35 Bennington Street, and my dad is a landlord for 3234 Bennington Street. So first of all, I didn't know they had an open license until 1:45 a.m., obviously because I don't live there, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But my tenants, they keep complaining about noise. Midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. There's always beer bottles on my front stoop, trash all over the place. So like my dad used to say, nothing good comes after midnight. So I'm opposed to this. What was I gonna say? I'm always, businesses I approve of. Anybody, I'm just opposed to this, that's all. I'm doing this, I have a flu right now, so it was hard for me to get on Zoom.
Great. Thank you very much for your testimony. We'll take that under advisement as well.
Okay, and that's it.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who would
Thank
like to
you.
testify on this matter before we move on to the next item?
Yes, this is Antonio again, and I'd
Yes.
like to I'd
Oh.
like to respond to the ladies or the landlords comments. I'm very active in the community, even though I don't go there as a patron only. On a weekly basis, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever the neighbors call me or send me an email information, whether it be the parking, a lot of the tenants from the 3 other bars on Bennington Street, which is 19 Bennington Street, La Terraza, Bohemia's Bar and Restaurant, the liquor store, and also Bohemios and Billares.
Yeah, but okay.
They're next to each other. That's where the trash is at, and that's where the noise is coming
No,
from.
I understand, sir. I understand, so excuse me, but adding on more, it's gonna be more.
Right,
like-
but you have to understand, ma'am, that it's in the corner next to 2 banks in front of a park. So the noise is not coming from there. I've done events, I've done block parties for 10 years in that street, and
For
trust
sure,
me,
it's not coming. It's coming
Thank you.
from all the.
This is
you.
not a dialogue. This is a hearing before
Yeah.
the executive.
I've been there with the
director.
detectives and I've
We're
been
gonna move
present.
on. We're gonna move on. Antonio and Maria, we're gonna move on. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
testimony
Are
today.
there any other individuals who have not yet testified on this matter who would like to do so? Any further comments can also be emailed and sent in writing to mocal, mocal@boston.gov if there's anything we did not cover today. With that, we will move on to the next item on this afternoon's agenda. The applicant is Santa's Food Corp. Doing business as Rincon Carabeno, located at 18 Fairmount Ave in Hyde Park. The application is to maintain and operate the live entertainment categories consisting of instrumental and vocal music until 2 a.m. for 7 days a week, added to the existing license. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
Jennifer Allen, attorney for the restaurant here. Good afternoon. So I just also wanted to clarify, I know that Rebecca had emailed me previously on this, and we're looking to amend the current entertainment license, which my clients already have. They've been running it. We're just looking to add live entertainment. So we're looking to add the instrumental and the vocal for the music. I know that they've had no prior violations. They've had a lot of patrons that they want to bring the Caribbean and Dominican music to their patrons, and they've had a lot of people asking for that and requesting that. So it's merely just adding that to their current entertainment license. The one thing that I know I had emailed Rebecca was my mistake. It's not 7 days a week. It's actually just Thursday through Sunday that they'll be doing any of that live music starting at 9 p.m. So, and that's it. If you have any questions, and my clients are also logged in, as you can see.
Thank you, Attorney Allen, for that clarification. Executive Director Joyce, do you have any questions?
So it's an amendment, you're just adding Thursday through Sunday in 2 new categories of entertainment.
No,
Yes, just the live entertainment, which on the application, there's the instrumental and the vocal side. So it was just that they already have an entertainment license for DJ and some other items. Yep.
Okay, I don't have any other questions. Rebecca, do you have any questions you want clarified?
yep. I saw that you are hoping to add about 7 performers potentially in total, which could increase sound. Has any soundproofing been installed? What has been done in terms of noise mitigation?
So I know that they had done a full rehab to the property a while back, and there was like the sound mitigation and all of that as well. So, and I know that they also have the DJ license already and whatnot. So we're hoping that the 7 instrumental is not going to be any louder than anything that the DJ with his speakers and everything would cause anyway. They want to keep it low key, but you know, just the fun upbeat music.
Okay, and for the entertainment, is like a cover charge expected, or is this just like additional for like dining service?
That my clients can answer. I'm not sure. I don't think it's not a cover charge all the time, but I'd rather have them speak on that. More for dining, although it is going to be starting later on. There might be some bands that would require it, but that would be on a varying basis. And guys, if you want to speak upon that and on anything, but
Any further questions from Executive Director Joyce or Director Fu?
No.
Okay. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Our office at this time is unaware of any opposition from any elected officials in the district, as well as any abutters. They informed the Hyde Park Neighborhood Association. I know they've been trying to connect with them and present. It sounds like they're meeting tonight, potentially. This is what a liaison had communicated to me just now. They also received a letter of support from the Hyde Park Main Streets Association. So with that, at this time, the Mayor's Office would like to defer judgment to the board. Thank you.
Thank you, and we do have that letter on file.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. Jordan Frias here from Councilor Ricardo Arroyo's office. We'd like to go in support of this applicant. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
Hello. Hi, my name is Matsaris, and I'm a resident in Hyde Park who fully supports this along with a lot of other folks on my neighborhood. I personally went in to talk to Pedro and was there during the construction, so I know everything is soundproof. I've actually been to a few of his events where he applied for a one-day license to have a band, and it really wasn't anything extremely loud. It was just a couple of guys playing a guitar. And it was fairly decent and fairly quiet. I spoke to him and he said he doesn't want to have this done every weekend. This is just for special occasions. If someone comes up to him and wants a band there, it's not like it's going to happen every weekend. It's just, he just wants to have it so he doesn't have to constantly apply for the one-day license if someone wants to have an event there.
Great, thank you very much for your testimony. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Great, seeing none, the executive director will take this matter under advisement as well and will issue a written decision.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. These are all the items before the entertainment division today, so that will adjourn this afternoon's hearing. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.